Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Me and Two Randos. We got Oracle, Cassie, and Jay Morty in the house. Today, we're going to start off with something that happened in the news this week. And I saw it on TikTok when it was like live while it was happening, when it started and where it ended up to. And at first, I was like, this can't be real. But with all of the news articles that are happening, I was like, holy crap, this person actually did this. So instead of mentioning it first, I was just showing the videos from the beginning until like what happened and stuff like that. I was like, I'm still in shock from it. That's why. But just watch. Let me actually stop this real quick and share it with audio. Bam.
Pay us enough to live or afford to live. At least pay us enough not to do this.
29-year-old Kamel Abdul Karim has been charged after allegedly setting fire to a warehouse in Ontario, California, while complaining about low wages. Around 20 employees had to be evacuated before the 175 firefighters rushed to the scene to put out the blaze that destroyed an estimated $156 million worth of stock. The 29-year-old shared several first-person videos in which a man believed to be Abdul Karim could be heard saying,
All you had to do was pay us enough to live. All you had to do was pay us enough to live.
Abdul Karim has since been arrested on multiple felony arson charges and remains in police custody while the investigation continues.
You know, if you're not
All right, people.
Yo, the dude just
Glasses
burned
off.
down the warehouse like that.
Glasses off. Glasses off. Screw the warehouse. Screw the warehouse. They said 20 other people had to be evacuated, right?
Yes, he worked at the after hours shift. And
we
on at that hour, it's only 20 employees on site.
let me tell you about not getting paid enough. There's at least 3 people in there that's not getting paid enough but need to make their ends meet, right? And he just coined everything. $156 million, right? You just quit. You just need to quit. Because if you paid us enough to live, then you burn that whole stock. Then now 19 people is out. More.
19.
More than 19.
It's more than 19. That's
You have
just
to
for that
remember,
shift.
right?
That's
You
just
have
for
to
that
remember
shift.
that thing that place has it looks like a warehouse to me.
Yeah,
It's
a warehouse
because
for
you can
12
see from
people.
the trucks that was lined up to it. Those truck drivers don't got a job anymore because there's nothing for them to deliver. He affected an entire chain.
Yeah.
Like it isn't just 19 people.
Well, yeah. So it's a lot of people, right? This is why people just need to learn to just walk away. Because he's not going to get paid enough. He's not going to care. He's not coming back for that job. He won't be getting a good recommendation on his resume, like how they have to do
Not
now.
after this.
Yeah. Well, they probably still would have to give him a good recommendation. He's just a little hot under the thing, not advocating this. But the reason why
He's a little hot under pressure.
Yeah,
Under the collar.
because
Oh my god.
guess what happened? People have known to be, especially in America, have known to be getting sued if they don't get a good recommendation. Because what are you doing? You're preventing them from getting another job. So,
But then the question is, why do people ask for recommendations to begin with? That's just wasting people's time.
because people need
nobody's
to
going to
do
say something negative.
exactly, but people need to do what's happening now because of AI in general. They might need to do temporary hire to full. You know what I'm saying? You got to meet a person, see the crust of the person,
Yeah,
talk
but
to them, and get to know
That's
them.
why people are on probation.
I don't know because like that person could have been working there for 10 years and finally had it. Like
I
getting to
doubt it.
know the person, there's just so much to unpack there.
There
Ew.
is. But
And like I
here's
said,
the
this
thing.
is one of the reasons I always promote TikTok, even though it's a brain melting thing. When that guy was setting the fires, I saw that. Like it was on my timeline. Like it just
And we're
kept
not,
popping up.
and
Look
we're
who
not,
did it.
and we're not advocating for sex.
Exactly. And that's why I was like, this can't be real. And then like 10 minutes later, I saw the news article with it. And I was like, yo, what the shit? I can't understand how people could do this and how this is becoming normalized today.
This is a result of using pizza as a reward for hard work.
Pizza parties.
Pizza parties. Instead of paying your employees what they're worth, we're giving pizza. They're losing their mind, and they are burning down businesses, which is crazy. I feel like the message is obviously they're not being heard. I don't think this person thought it through though. Like Jay said, he put so many people's livelihood at stake. For what? His whole message was counterproductive. Now you're not getting paid anything, and all
No,
because
no,
you
no, no,
wanted
no,
to
no,
have
no, no,
this
no.
dressing.
Things actually get cheaper for him.
Well, he's going
He's
to
gonna
a
get paid
place and go
less.
get 3 hots in the cot.
Yeah, and he's gonna get paid less per hour
Yeah,
for the
but
job.
he's gonna get 3 meals a day.
So it just so and in some people's eyes,
He now gets it on our dime.
and in some people's eyes, unfortunately, because I've heard that many decades ago, some people think that's a relief. They get free
Yeah, I
rent,
mean,
free
yeah.
food, and it's a sad thing. But again, you shouldn't do that. And I could understand that's why you thought it was AI, because it's just a hand. He should have turned his face around, showed his face, and said,
You
"I'll put
see
my
that
face."
first clip that
Yeah,
I showed in
first
that
clip.
video with him. You actually see him lighting it. First, you
Yeah.
weren't seeing that. First, you was just seeing like a little fire on toilet paper, and you're like, "What the hell is that?" And then the next clip after that was a bunch of those little fires all the way down the hall. And then the last one was him actually lighting it. And then when he was talking about it, he had the lighter in his hand and a small blunt, and he was like, "See, this is what happens when you don't pay enough." But then the last clip he sent is when you actually see him light it. That's the first clip that they showed in this thing, and I was like, "Yo, what the shit!" I couldn't believe
But
when I was watching this live, yo.
let me ask you this question. Um, like I'm not gonna speak about his reason and justification because like the man might have had a hard life and he felt he
Hmm.
was justified in doing it.
Hmm.
I don't have any statement about that. But like, do we really think he actually who here really thinks he actually won't become even more famous than that and have like a social media celebrity?
I won't think you'd be famous.
You
I
don't
don't
think
think
so?
so either.
It
I don't
would
think
be
so.
Okay.
better for, and you can cue this up, SS. It would be better for the Waffle House girl
Because
who
what
got eliminated after, or the
mm,
Burger King lady who kept the Burger. Well, I forget if it was a Burger King. I think it was,
The
but
person who worked by themselves.
yeah, and
Hmm.
then got
yeah,
fired.
yeah.
Wait, and then got fired.
Hmm.
Those are more famous oriented things because
Wait,
it wasn't against. You know what I'm saying? We
but
can't do mass destruction.
let's think about it. Like for many people who are out there right now, the price of gas is like $4 billion a cup, and like most people have difficulty even getting to work because there isn't much of a public transportation infrastructure here, so there people here are heavily impacted by things like the price of gas, the price of food, all of these things that are happening right now, and jobs aren't increasing pay. So this man is kind of like, what's the name of that guy that shot the insurance guy? Like everyone was like,
Luigi.
about damn time. Even though I do not advocate for any violence, like people were somewhat celebrating that man because they agreed with his message. So, like, does anyone like think
So
that that won't be the
agree.
case?
Wait, hold on. So agreeing with the message and not agreeing with the method is two different things, right?
Yeah, no
Yeah.
one
So
agrees
let
with the method for
so let
Luigi,
so
but like people were still talking him up.
yeah. So listen.
Mm,
Right now, even before right now, let's not. It doesn't need a war to know that people
mm,
weren't making ends meet or it
correct.
just was getting struggled, right?
Mm,
The thing about you have to pay a living wage varies
mm,
from from the lowest person that's getting $1 to the highest person that's getting 1 million. Because
mm,
you got millionaires keeping up with the Joneses
mm,
who might be as poor as somebody who's getting $10.
mm,
Hmm.
So being paid enough is relevant. You know, I was once told that if you ever got paid enough, you got to pinch yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you ever get paid what you think you're worth and what you know you're worth, those are two different things. You know what I mean? Society now, and again, we're feeding into the machine because we do this pod, right? And you see it on social media. Like right now, if you get paid enough, you know, you got the raccoon that have a little ice and it went in the water and it disappeared and people write memes. There goes my paycheck.
Cotton candy.
Cotton candy, yeah. There goes my paycheck. You know, you get a whole lot like I see people driving their cars and it's like the car knows when your bank account has money because it breaks down.
Yeah.
And look, I mean, even before I seen social media, I used to think that. All the way back to Pell checks. Walk home with the Pell check, that's that good money you get from the college. Right?
Pell Grant.
Pell Grant, there you go. Yeah, oh, you know it, Cassie. You see the smile on your face? That's somebody who know what it is. Until you walk home and then you find out the stove is broken, the water heater broke, and it's always exactly the same amount of money as what you just got. You understand?
That's another proof that we live in the Matrix.
Yeah, and then we're also and then that's another proof how I got fat. See, but you see the muscular shoulders, Cassie. You see it?
I'm respecting the shirt.
I love it.
Oh yeah. By the way, Essence got this. Respect your elders.
I love it.
I don't know about this Nintendo Switch thing. Oh, look at that! But it's a beautiful gummy bears in the background. But you see, this is another reason I ain't gummy bears because it's a one affordable thing. No matter what the economy is.
Yeah, you hit.
You get more.
Give it time. Inflation will hit the gummy bears eventually. As a matter of fact, speaking of which, inflation already hit the gummy bears.
Don't put your mouth on my.
Okay.
Put your mouth on gummy bear.
Okay. Let me try this then. Do you guys remember once upon a time where you used to be able to buy a whole pack of gum for less than $1?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Now you tell me
you could get a pack for 25 cents.
Now you tell me anything you could get for less than $1.
Go to the dollar store and pick up anything.
There is literally nothing in the dollar store.
There are no more dollar stores. There are no
There's
more dollar
literally,
stores.
Listen, I don't know if you know this, but all of them changed their name to like Value Market and all kinds of weird things because there ain't no dollar store.
It ain't no dollar store.
Dollar and something instead of a dollar tree. You know.
The Dollar Tree is now a $1.25 tree.
I mean, listen. We all, as far as this topic with the disgruntled thing, we all need therapy. Maybe companies need to pay it because we got trauma therapy at work, where other workers go in trauma about what they get paid.
Yeah, but you have to remember that the people that are most traumatized are the people that got laid off, and they ain't got no companies to pay it. That's.
I mean, they need to give. They need to. I don't know how to deal with that topic because. Again, it could be inflation. It could be a multiple factors. It could be, hey, when I get my money, can't pay the bills.
Like I said, I don't know what drove him to do what he did, but the point is, like, sometimes I'm surprised that there aren't more people who are like, you ain't paying us enough. Then here goes your building.
Well, that's the difference between sanity and crazy, right?
Right, because this
Same
man
people think it.
Right.
Crazy people
this man knew what he was getting paid before he went and blew up that building. It wasn't like it was a surprise. He wasn't happy and he made a choice. Like Jay said, he could have left. He could have left that job at any time.
I'm a big fan of people taking responsibility for what they did.
Yeah, for
him, whatever it was he was being paid, he felt that it was so bad that he had to take something with him. And he decided that thing he was going to take with him was the freaking building.
I would have took the toilet paper, not the building.
Not the building.
I would have took some good resources, man.
So you're just walking with stacks and stacks of toilet paper.
Here's the thing. His thought was, listen, I'm gonna take some of the toilet tissue,
Mhm.
And then he was going to end up in the same place he is right now, except it would be for robbing the place of toilet tissue. He was like, nah, if I'm going out with a bang.
Well, at least in that case, the other people that take pride in their work and are happy to go to work and don't mind doing hard work to
Hmm.
provide for themselves wouldn't be SOL right now.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I would have
Yeah.
preferred that than
SOL, that's what I'm talking about. See, that's what we need. SOL moments. That's what we should be doing. Because is that an SOL moment? That's why you need to chew on the gummy bears. I'm sorry.
yeah,
You need to see. This is why people need outlets in general, and hopefully their outlets are affordable. See, gummy bears is still affordable. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
It'll just
But
send you to the hospital.
How
it doesn't.
is this? How is
Unless
this now suddenly
a campaign
a
for gummy.
campaign for gummy bear? Like, listen,
Well,
hold
no,
on.
no, no.
I
Hold on.
Every
want to know.
episode has
Hold on,
always
hold on,
been
hold on.
secretly a
No,
campaign for
no,
gummy
no,
bears,
no,
sir.
no. I'm seeing it now. It took me a minute. Sorry. I'm now realizing the me and two
It's
randos
gummy
is
bears.
actually gummy
A
bears.
gummy bear.
Now,
So,
now,
so,
now I
so,
got it. It took a
so
while.
I could make it correlate to this message, even though I'm talking about any outlet. I'm joking around with the
Yes.
gummy bears. But look at
Mhm.
these the workers right here. This got to be the most disgruntled worker right here. They making these gummy bears and they making them for one thing only. They're about to get eaten. But you see, these are little bits of joy for me. They're a little bit of outlet. It don't matter what kind of gummy bears. These are just bears. It could be gummies, but it doesn't matter. People need an outlet. I just hope their outlet is affordable. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I hope it's not all the time going to be gaming and you turn on your game and then that thing can't connect online. So
Mhm.
people need outlets. You probably needed a friend. You know what I'm saying? And again, we don't know what,
Yeah.
psychologically how that character could be made up. It could have been
Absolutely.
a significant other that just got on his nerves, or
Mhm.
lack of significant other, or parents, or this or that. I mean,
Yeah.
we all been there some part of life. Not that crazy, you know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying?
Mhm.
Oh, not that crazy.
Mhm.
I would have
I
think
would be
I would,
lying if I sat here and said I have not looked at my place of employment and been like, I will go in there and burn that place down. I don't do it, but
Mhm.
the feeling is there. I get it. I understand. My thing is, are we creating a sense of normalcy to act on our impulsive thoughts? Is it now a new trend to feel something like that and be like, okay, since I'm not getting what I want, the intrusive thought should win.
And I don't
so
think
Feel
it's that.
like
Hold
that
on, let me.
is.
Yeah, I don't think it's that now we're creating it. I think it's always been there. But like Jay mentioned earlier, it's just sane people versus insane people. Because just like what Oracle said earlier, Luigi was also an insane person doing it. I would
Mhm.
say the Unabomber, insane person doing it. Because the Unabomber was completely against technology. He didn't want anyone to have technology anymore. He's like, this is going to send us down the wrong path. And I personally think that he was talking about AI. But that's a whole other story. So
the
that's why he was trying to blow up all of that stuff to get away from it, to try to get people to go back to more regular things. So it's just insane people versus sane people that are acting on it. That's what I think it is.
Mm.
I do think the emotional intelligence of some people, like you said, impulse. It could be the lack of impulse or the lack of controlling impulse, right?
Mhm.
We talked about, I mean, briefly, is this person should get famous? No. But the
Mhm.
No.
person who sometimes is at the Walmart and goes on the loudspeaker and says, you know what, I quit.
Mhm.
Curse out the managers. Sometimes you need to. Sometimes you need to. I mean, I've been a manager. Nobody had cursed me out, thank God. But I've been a manager that some people talk to me and say, "You're not listening," and then I stop and I listen,
Mhm.
right? And the first thing I think about is them old managers, because I go, if it was me, nobody would listen to me. That's how I would think. That's how I'm raised. Like, oh, if it was me, nobody's gonna do it. But I
Mhm.
listen to the other people when they say, "Hey, nobody listens to me." I
Mhm.
listen to them. Make sure I'm hearing their voice. And
Mhm.
most of the time, regardless of what I may think or what the resolution is, sometimes when you talk to people, you find out, oh, it's deeper than the person didn't handle this call or didn't do
Mhm.
this right or didn't do that right. It's deeper than the computer is not showing right. it's so many different things that you can't go, yeah, you can't put your finger on it. Like, I guarantee you, the guy probably woke up one day and was like, yo, my TV's not working.
Mm-hmm.
Then he went to go buy breakfast. He showed up to McDonald's 1 minute late. Like, all of these things could be happening to him before
Mm-hmm.
he hits the job.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you ever see those things on the menu, Cassie, that says we only serve to a certain time? Like breakfast, for example.
Mm-hmm.
He could have missed all of that. It could have
That's
been a
what set it
breakfast.
off. The
Yeah,
McDonald's breakfast menu is closed. That's
yeah.
it.
It could
I
have
Burn
could
the
said,
not
place
get
down.
my McGriddle.
yeah. It could have been somebody was supposed to call and they didn't call. You know, like
Mm-hmm.
these slightly triggers. Like, there's a great movie with Michael Douglas.
Mm-hmm.
And Michael Douglas is walking. The name escapes me, but the
Mm-hmm.
uniform never does. He had a white collared shirt, black pants, tie, and yo, he just walking with a bat. He just walking with a bat. He walks into a, a burger restaurant,
Falling down.
falling down. There you go,
Mm-hmm.
falling down. If you watch this is the beginning of like Postal and all that
Going
stuff. But
postal,
see,
exactly.
he walked in to this establishment. One of the most famous scenes in the world. Because, I've been wondering about that. This is the sane versus insane.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? The guy gives him what he ordered. My man Michael Douglas looked at it and opened that up and said, no, 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 no. I want what's on the poster. Because the poster
Mm-hmm.
looks delicious. The burger looks sloppy.
Mm-hmm.
Right? He said, no, no, no. You're going to go back and you're going to make it exact. Yo, that was the slowest restaurant worker I ever seen, man. He turned into a Michelin chef because this guy was getting postal because he just wanted one thing to go right for him.
Mm-hmm.
He just wanted one thing to go right. So a lot of people could be teetering, and I'm not in the place to say who's teetering and who's not because I've been mad. I've been, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm more of an advocate if I know the people, I'm never going to curse them out because sometimes it's not even your boss. Sometimes it's just systematic shit.
Mm-hmm.
They know what to charge you and they want to give you, and it's systematic shit. That's why I'm personally, I can say it. I'm personally say that I'm glad that I have good superiors because even if they talk in the game, even if they Ric Flair, they smooth, if they they're a good person and stuff like that, because sometimes you just don't know what makes people tick.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the problem. And are we glorifying this? I don't think so. Because look at the damage. And what's the worst thing? When SS was showing the video, I'm still trying to see if it's AI because I'm like, where was the fire safety stuff? Look how they cut. It went from little fire
Mm-hmm.
to blaze. And I know this could happen, but that was toilet paper.
So that clip that I showed you was not chronologically correct because it started with one, and then he walked down the aisle a little bit, set another one on the opposite on fire, and then a little bit.
Yeah.
That's how it was
That's
going. It wasn't just one and then boom. No.
Yeah, but that's how the news kind of put it together.
It is possible that like the building itself was like an older building. It was grandfathered out of like much of the
Safety
fire
features.
protections that they have now. And so
You have to think
It's a
too.
paper
It wasn't
warehouse,
it wasn't a regular shift. So
yeah, it was
most of the
after
workers
hours.
that usually are there were not there. So the part of the building could have been on fire before anybody even realized what was going on.
Yeah.
I know, but like
Warehouses are usually out in the
you could
middle of
actually
nowhere.
hear the alarm in the background, the fire alarm.
Mm-hmm.
But like what I was referring to is the fact that there weren't any sprinklers.
Sprinklers, yeah.
Sprinklers.
Yeah. That's what I found strange about because I was like, what the shit?
Because like for example, like the house that we're in right now was built just like a year after the city we're in required sprinklers.
Mm-hmm.
And so this house doesn't have any sprinklers, but like newer houses have them now.
I would love to see how that works.
What?
Houses with sprinklers.
Yeah, New York doesn't have any, right?
Their houses are all older.
New York safety features is, yo, you smell that?
Let's move.
I mean the regular houses. I'm not sure because it's old. It's old. But the reason why I want to know is because, like, smoke detectors go off all the time around. You know what I'm saying? How does the sprinkler go? Like, in terms of a house, I know how the sprinkler system works.
Mm-hmm.
And now that you bring that up, I remember, like, in the one I do, getting a lot of calls for sprinkler systems and setups.
Mm-hmm.
So now that makes sense because there you go, Oracle.
Mm-hmm.
All right. From your neck of the woods.
All right. We're going to switch off topics real quick. We're going to go to a more cheerful topic.
Before we move, though, take care of your employees.
Yes, please, everyone, take care of your employees.
employees.
Listen to your employees. Because I had an example of what Jay was saying with a previous job that I had. When I didn't flip out, didn't do anything crazy, but I applied to other jobs for almost 2 years.
Wait,
when
what?
I got
remember that? You flipped out.
When I got one and I left, when I tell you management called me over and over and over to try to get me to come back. And they go, why did you leave? And I go, you weren't paying me enough. And they go, we didn't know. And I go, I've been saying this to you for a while. We've had meetings about it. And they were begging me to come back, but too little, too late. Anyway, switching topics now. My people landed in the water yesterday.
They're not your people. They're mine. Get your own.
This is my hand. Talk to it. And I wanted to, since Oracle, a lot of people don't know a lot about Oracle. Oracle is a photographer.
No, he isn't. What are you talking about?
So,
what you talking about?
With my people flying to the moon and back, they brought some camera equipment. So let's see what type of camera equipment they bought and get Oracle's opinion on this.
If they had an iPhone, I quit.
Out of space. What camera brand did they take? The almighty Sony? No. Was it Canon because everyone raved about it at the Olympics? No. Lumix, Pentax, Hasselblad, or anything else? No. It was the brand everyone hates on, the good old potato. They took a D5 for some fucking reason, and of course the flagship Z9. Oh yeah, I had to rep this, even though Nikon don't fuck with me. So we sent a rocket to space. What camera brand did they take?
They took Nikon to the moon.
Yeah.
They also took iPhones to the moon.
Yeah.
And even MKBHD said Samsung missed out massively on a huge marketing thing because Samsung's phones are galaxies. Imagine if they provided galaxies for the astronauts to go to space. MKBHD said this.
The phones were provided to them, or
I don't know if it's provided or if they took it, but Samsung should have sponsored it. Like, let's do this. Samsung should have done that. That's a missed opportunity right there. So, what do you think about all of those brands, Oracle?
Well, you're asking me if I'm worried. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, I shoot Sony, but like I shoot Sony for a different reason than because there isn't anything wrong with Nikon. Nikon has some of the best glass in the game, but believe it or not, Nikon actually uses Sony sensors. So
Sony was there.
So and it's like they all had iPhones, but all iPhones have Android parts in them as well. So
it's like the iPhone. I'm trying to remember if I think it was Samsung who makes the iPhone. Let me check. I think it switches between they switch between Samsung and Sony. Let me check.
For the lenses, for the
for the sensors.
For the phone, it's the screen.
Yeah,
that was in one of our previous episodes. That's why it's like, is it really competition or collaboration? A lot of things is collaboration, but did Samsung miss out?
Right.
For a Galaxy promotion.
Yeah, but the part that you probably didn't see was that like there's probably a big Samsung logo on the spaceship. And when the spaceship gets put in a museum, it's going to be like Samsung. Samsung.
The only thing that was on the spaceship in big letters was NASA.
I know.
I was checking to see if this hoodie had NASA written in big letters, but no.
But
I have.
So Sony.
It's never too far away. NASA.
Yeah. So
Oh, so
so
NASA barrel roll.
so Sony
So
makes
so
the sensors for I just looked it up. Sony is the current supplier, but like they are expecting to transition to Samsung eventually.
Mhm.
But the there's nothing wrong with Nikon. I think people hate on Nikon because sometimes Nikon does shit, but in the same way, sometimes Sony does shit and sometimes Canon does
so
shit.
it's not
So it's just
it's
out of favor right now because of them taking so long to release a body that could compete with what Canon and Sony were fighting with for a while. But they recently released a body and it was a fantastic camera body.
Mhm.
There's nothing wrong with any of them. I chose Sony because Sony was the first camera to move to mirrorless. And coincidentally, I was just getting ready to go on a hike on the John Muir Trail, which is like a 3 week long hike, and everything you carry, weight matters. So the mirrorless bodies were just smaller and lighter to carry, and so I switched to Sony. There isn't any like fanboyism about it. It just took the other, and then when I build up the ecosystem around it, it's just too expensive to move to something else.
And that's
so
why I use Apple. My ecosystem is Apple. That's literally the only reason. And it started because of DJing.
Your
When you D
ecosystem wasn't always Apple.
I'm explaining that's how it went into that.
but before you get into all of the beautiful things, it's really because Nikon passed all the environmental tests. So this is not just like taking a picture. They passed rigorous space flight certifications, technical um, modifications to withstand high radiation, low gravity, and extreme temperature.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah. That's
and
fair.
historically they used Kodak and Hasselblad.
Yeah, Hasselblad.
Yeah.
I mean that was Hasselblad's call to fame. If you want to, like, it's so big, it's so good that like the space program used it. But the thing about by the way, did you look at the comparison of the Apollo picture and the new one that they made?
Yes.
Because the original Apollo picture was really beautiful.
Hmm.
Like this one is good too, but like they had really good
Pull it up.
Hasselblad has really good lenses. They had really good glass. They still do. But the like what I'm curious about is did they actually have like did they review the different cameras and said, you know what? The Nikon is the best one, or did they like have a
Yes.
sole source contract, or
No, they reviewed it.
did they put out requests for purchase, and like everyone submitted their cameras, and Nikon said, "Yo, I will make this camera ready for the moon flight." By this time at this price, and they won the contract. Like that's usually how the government works. They put out a
A request.
RFP,
Hmm.
and then when the RFP goes out, they go, let me see what this one can do, this one can do, this one can do, and look at the price and decide, yeah, this one is the one I'm going to go with. I don't
So
know what went into
so
to making the purchase, but like
so
again, I just want to make it clear. I don't think it matters because Nikon is a fantastic brand.
Hmm. All of them are fantastic brands.
Yeah, Nikon is a fantastic brand.
Mhm.
There was a point in time when people swore by Nikon and they
Yeah.
were bigger than Canon.
Yep.
And the funny thing is, all three of those companies have been making glass since like the early world wars, like World
Hmm.
War One and World War Two.
Hmm.
That's where they made most of their money. All of them are Japanese brand that made glasses for like from back in the day when they used to make what do you call those things?
Periscopes.
Yeah, they used to make periscope glass, those things. They've been around since back then.
Mhm.
I mean,
That's what they do. Mhm.
so it's a strenuous test because any thing that NASA's going to get, they're going to modify.
Correct.
So even if they did it, they modified it for the different leathers, different plastics, different adjustables because hey, you can't call
Because it's in space.
there's no space Uber that we know of.
You would be surprised. You would be surprised how much protection our atmosphere gives us from the crazy shit that goes on in outer space.
Yeah.
Like,
So-
you would be surprised.
They also, we talked about the radiation resistance, ease of use and image quality because all of those cameras take a learning curve, to use. You know what also made it up there?
Nutella!
Couple of GoPros.
Google Pros made it there, and the iPhones made it there. That's what they were all taking their pictures on, their
And
iPhones. And Nutella, which I didn't want to bring up Nutella too early because that's going to lead us into our next topics.
I want to know if they did an analysis on the impact of Nutella being exposed to the radiation.
They should.
You see, you'll see a little Nutella monster just pop out.
They should do analysis on some of the processed food out there, because I don't know if you. Not that I like to talk about fire, but I don't know if you've seen this video where this house, the whole house was burnt except for some Cheetos. The Cheetos survived, and the person goes, "I guess I'm not going to eat Cheetos anymore because my whole house burnt down."
No, you see, I think differently from him.
Not Cheetos, the kernel ones.
Yeah, I know, but I think something completely different. My first thought is, why don't we make houses out of this?
That's true.
If that warehouse was made out of that,
that's a whole topic that we spoke about. I don't know if I brought it up, but if I have a list of topics. There was a topic from last year when the big fires were going on in Hawaii, and all of the houses that had blue and all of the things that had blue, the specific blue on it, did not burn. So that was a big thing back then, all the way back then.
And
I'm not getting into that.
and some people who had the stone pats, they didn't burn either.
That's like the frosting on Pop-Tarts too. What is that made of? Like,
wait! You can't. Okay, so another topic we have for today. Okay,
it won't burn.
So
should we be eating that?
All
right, since you mentioned that,
like there are lots
that's
of
good
things,
to segue
by the way,
into our
that
next
don't
topic.
burn that we do eat, like salt. Like we can't live without it, but that thing doesn't burn.
Yeah, I mean but this frosting on this Pop-Tart, like you could torch it. It doesn't change form at all. Like it doesn't.
He's really bothered by the Pop-Tart.
Ironically, cheese product. It's ironic because I heard about it this week. Does not change form when burning either.
Whose product?
Whose product did you say, Jay?
Cheese product.
Cheese products. Okay.
So what he basically said is those things that are not real cheese don't burn either.
Don't burn.
All right. So because you mentioned the Pop-Tarts, here are the top 5 unhealthiest foods in America.
Can we guess for number 1? Can we each guess what number 1 is?
Make a guess for number 1.
I'm gonna go McDonald's.
Jay, Oracle, what are your guesses?
Sugar.
Sugar. You have to be more specific than sugar, sir.
Says who?
And Jay, what did you say? Gummy bears? All right, I'll start the video. Let's go.
Foods in America.
I got this. Hot dog?
No, these are like specific.
Doritos?
No.
Big Mac?
No.
Whopper?
No.
What? A Crunchwrap Supreme?
No. One of them's from Arby's.
The double roast beef sandwich.
No. What do you have with a burger?
Okay, Arby's French fries.
Yeah, okay, so Arby's curly fries is number 2 of the top 5.
Wow, really?
Unhealthiest foods in America.
Arby's French fries is so good. I'm shaped like an Arby curly fry.
The next thing is from Popeyes.
No, stop it.
Yeah, I'm
The
serious.
spicy chicken sandwich.
No.
The mashed potatoes.
No. Don't think too hard.
The leg.
No. It's more more of like a shareable.
The Popeyes chicken nuggets.
Popeyes chicken tenders.
Wow.
Number 3. Number 4 on the list, specific dessert from a specific chain.
Oh my God! Stop.
What?
I know what it is.
What is it?
It's a cinnamon roll.
Yeah.
From Cinnabon. Stop.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck you.
Yeah. Number 4.
I don't care.
Can you guess which one it is? I'll give you one try.
The pecan.
Yes.
Wow.
Wow. How'd you know that?
I just my fat senses went off.
This is an appetizer at a very popular restaurant.
Is that Chili's?
No. Close.
Applebee's?
Nope.
TGI Fridays.
No. We've had this at the table before.
I know what it is.
What is it?
It's the bloomin' onion.
Yeah.
From Outback Steakhouse.
Yeah. The next thing you have in your cabinet.
Cereal?
No. This is a breakfast item. Very specific.
Pop-Tarts.
Yeah.
What?
Pop-Tarts are the unhealthiest food in America.
No. I literally don't give a fuck. Eat an apple.
Can you guess the top 5
And
unhealthiest foods in
Pop-Tarts
America?
are the most unhealthiest
No.
food in America because of
The
all the
reason-
sugar. As
reason-
Marco said.
Yeah, but that would have narrowed it down. He said sugar got to be number one. He just, you see, he's guilty by association. He don't even have food. He just goes sugar.
I'm just saying that, like,
It's probably
sugar is
unhealthy
the
because you're
primary-
eating that indestructible icing. That's probably
Hey,
what makes
hey, time out. Let's go back to when we were children. Now, was that industry? See, that didn't come into my yard, you know? That was on the TV, and I wanted that shit forever. And then when I finally got to taste it, first of all, it came in the space. They had to develop that shit in space. Remember the space foil that shit came in? You open it up,
That was one of the things they found at the Roswell crash in Mexico.
and the one thing that I think about.
So you're saying
When you-
the aliens died from eating Pop-Tarts?
No,
No.
that's one of the things. The foil on the Pop-Tarts and what came from the crash. That's one of the things they found on the crash.
I don't
That
know,
means for those who knew.
think it's all for.
I'm pointing out the people who know what I'm talking about to go, you know what I'm talking about.
But the first time I had a Pop-Tart ever, it was cold. Like it was like you ate it and all you could taste was sugar. You know me, I need the water. I don't need that milk stuff. I'm like, yo, where is the water? I was dying.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't even
I
chew it. Actually.
So when I was growing up, I had Pop-Tarts like randomly, and it always was microwaved and stuff. Not microwave, toasted. And then one day, Oracle, you were there. We have these friends that were these two kids. We were in high school, and these two brothers lived by themselves. And we went by their house for the first time. We were like, "Whoa, this is so cool! You guys are teens, and you got your own apartment and stuff." And their food source was a giant box of Pop-Tarts, and they would just take a Pop-Tart out of the thing and just eat it without toasting
Wouldn't
it or
even
anything.
toast it.
I was like, "You can eat these without toasting." I was like freaking out, like this is a thing. And from there, I was like, "Whoa, Pop-Tarts
Yeah,
are really."
but Pop-Tarts are required to burn your tongue. You can't just like you said, the sugar doesn't burn; it just collects heat, and then when you take it out the toaster, you're like,
Mhm.
that's an
when they
important
came
part
out
of the
with
whole experience.
That's when they came out with the strudels. And the
Pillsbury
strudels.
Sister strudels.
Strudel.
That's
And
too
the-
much work. The fact that I have to add my own icing.
Well, it's funny because every time this brings up a broader topic. People will always survey saying they want healthier options.
Mhm.
And every time they say there's a healthy option available,
They don't like it.
they don't do it. This is why McDonald's threw away all their salads. Because people say, "Oh yeah, you should have a healthy option," but they're thinking about the other person.
Mhm.
Because when you go to a place, so I'm going to take it from a minority perspective, right? I go to McDonald's and I see the Southwest salad. I go through all of the factors: salmonella. Did they wash the salad? Did they do this? Oh my God, is croutons automatic? I'm very fancy about it. But back in the day, hand me one of them old little patties and put it 2 buns. I'm not questioning it. I'm questioning the salad. I'm questioning the healthy option. Like, why are you doing it? Because you're not known for healthy. Anybody know where the grilled chicken for grilled KFC went? It went to no profit. That's what it went to. Oprah did it 1 year, ate it 1 year. Everybody went out there and bought it. But what ultimately, this thing don't taste good. I could make better chicken at home. And we know KFC. Don't worry, KFC. You know you don't like chicken.
Yeah.
The The grilled chicken wasn't good.
Before you joined, Jay, she was complaining about a party that she went to last night and had chicken.
Tell me about this party, Cat.
My significant other, his dad had a surprise birthday party last night, and we went. And they had catered food. It was a catered meal, so I was excited. But my choice was chicken. It was baked or fried chicken. So
why didn't you go with the baked one?
I did. I did.
What was
it was funny. It was funny because closer to the end of the night, I found out that they did have some ham, so I did. But I had already ate the chicken.
So you could have had the ham.
I could have. I brought some home, but
Wait a minute. So you had a catered event. They had baked and fried chicken. I don't even know what the choice is. I mean, that you put them over to the side, right? What was the size? Potatoes,
mashed potatoes, green beans, macaroni and cheese, and then we had rolls too. With the cinnamon butter.
You see what I'm talking about? That's when the arteries don't close down for that. That's when the arteries open up. That's the oxygen in the room. And then what you have for dessert? I know you had.
Well, they had birthday cake. It was white cake with
oh my God! This was in Kentucky.
This was in Kentucky.
Yo, SS. You see that nice Southern meal right there? And Cassie's face was full of disdain. But I love how she said, but they had some ham. I'm like, how did that not
I was excited. I was excited that they had ham. They also had appetizers. So I'm a charcuterie girl. Oh. I love a good charcuterie board. So I was pretty full today,
charcuterie. There you go.
I didn't say anything.
Yeah. So I did get to fill up on some of that stuff before the meal. So I wasn't sitting there in anger because they only had chicken.
You know what?
But it was funny. Somebody walked up to me at the party and they were like, why do Black people always feel like they have to have chicken at all of their events?
Wait, hold on. What is this person Black?
Yes, they were Black.
I'm looking in the screen, D. They were Black. Okay.
They were Black, which is the only reason I'm repeating this. So I was like, I know, and I hate it because I don't like chicken. He was not pleased with that response, but then he was like, I don't like watermelon. So I was like, so we came to the conclusion.
You sure he didn't just say that to spite you?
I don't like.
Well, I know. We came to the conclusion that you are allowed to still be Black because we were questioning whether I got to still be Black after my disdain for chicken. You can either hate watermelon or chicken. You can't hate both and still remain Black. So
you lose your Black card automatically.
You will lose your Black card. So that was the conclusion.
Oh my God!
That is why I still get to be African American.
Does that mean Kala loses his Black card?
I like chicken.
He loves chicken.
No, if you say chicken with bone, that's not to those.
It doesn't matter. I like chicken with bone. It doesn't matter. Watermelon, give or take. To me, watermelon is too watered down. So I was like,
it's in the name, dude.
That's what I said. But then I found out that it just depends on where you got the watermelon from. Because I've had watermelons that are not on par with my cotton candy grapes. But I've had watermelon that was close to that. And then I've had watermelon that tastes like a cup of water. If you understand what I'm saying? So like water.
Have you had yellow watermelon before?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I forgot what it's called. But yeah, I had all the colors. I even got to try the square watermelon from Japan. I got to try one of those. Because people are just trying to. And another thing that I don't eat is coconuts. People you're from the Caribbean and you don't eat coconuts? I don't eat seafood. That's the biggest thing.
Why is that relevant?
Because certain things random things, they were saying that you could lose your Black card for it. I could lose my Caribbean card. I don't eat coconuts.
For not
I
eating
don't like
coconuts,
seafood.
really?
But
Yeah,
not
We have
dude.
eating-
lots of people that don't eat coconuts.
Exactly. But people just like curse at me because I don't eat these. I'm like, yo,
No,
That,
you
that,
can't.
that,
Wait,
I
wait.
feel like
You
that's a
don't eat.
stereotype. Hey, if
You
you're
don't
from the
eat.
Caribbean, you have to eat coconuts.
You don't eat
Yeah.
coconut, or you don't eat things with coconut. Do you eat
no, I don't
things
eat
with
coconuts because I love things with coconuts. I eat coconut tart,
Oh.
coconut, all pastries and
We
coconut,
have to
coconut
explain what
candy,
coconut
all of
tarts
that, but
is
just not
because,
coconuts.
like
I don't know.
most people don't know what a coconut tart is.
Yeah, I don't know what a coconut
See?
tart is.
It's a pastry
Yeah, you gotta
with
show.
with no, there's no pictures because depending on where you are, there's different. It looks like what a beef patty people name is. It looks like a beef patty, but the stuff
Empanada?
inside of it, instead of beef or chicken, it's coconut, like shredded coconut. It's like you know how the inside of an almond joy is or a mounds inside of a patty. That's a coconut tart. And it's fantastic. And then there's coconut drops, different types of coconut pastries. I eat all of them. Coconut candy, I just don't like coconut. I can't explain it.
How do you feel about a coconut tart? Oh, is this bougie enough for you?
No, he
Ah,
loves
Okay.
tart. I'll
What do you
answer.
mean?
He is
My
the
mom
tart
is
champion.
my family is famous for making them.
exactly.
Okay.
His mom's coconut pies are fantabulous.
His most favorite one is the chocolate tart.
Who?
No,
this-
mine is
No,
the
hell no.
guava tart.
Guava or coconut
Yeah,
chocolate.
those are my jam.
Mhm.
Although I found out that I have a little bit of a liking for the guava berry ones.
Mhm.
And we're now
Oh,
calling things out that has Cassie like, what are they talking about?
Yeah.
What is guava?
I
What
have
is
not.
guava berry?
I I know guava, but I don't know this
Okay,
specific.
I'm heading to the Caribbean next week. You should come. I'll show you what
I
guava is.
of course it's that just like that. Yes, I'll be there.
Next time you're at a catered event with chicken, take a picture. I can rate the chicken for you to tell you if you're going to enjoy it, Cass.
If I need to go in or not. I
Yeah.
should have done that.
Yeah. Because if you did it, we could have pulled up the picture right now and be like, "This is good." As
This is-
you're reverting your black card because you don't like chicken. I mean, that's a serious offense.
And
However,
Yeah.
however, chicken is not mutually exclusive to race. But
Exactly.
if we did the Dave Chappelle skit about food, chicken would be one of our first draft picks. I'll tell you that.
yeah, for sure.
But I know there'll be a radical out there, a Kanye West type, that'll be like, no, we getting bait. We getting the cow. First of all, chicken is easy to raise. We already know how to multiply it. And it feeds multiple nations. And you can cook it multiple different ways. And it can still taste brand new because it's going to taste like chicken.
You just explained the reason why the dodos are dead.
Oh.
Oh, well, that's true. But I will say this, Cass. I personally never liked watermelon
Okay.
because one, like SS says, it's too watery, and two, I'm a messy eater. So when they handed me this thing, like, what the hell is this? And watermelon doesn't know its mind like a mango. See, a mango, you know, if it's juicy, you know it's going to.
That's another thing. When you grow up with fruits like mangoes and things like that, that can't compete. There's two different lanes of fruits. You understand?
Mango, soursop, star apple.
What's up? What you know? Wait, hold on.
Right.
Hold on. When was
Where
the
you
last
getting
time you had
sour
soursop?
sap?
The last time I had soursop?
Yeah.
July.
Because he's
When I
just
was-
in the Caribbean.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's fair. That's fair.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You have to show
but-
them. You have to show them
but-
what soursop look like.
Bro, pull it
One
up.
of y'all could do that.
SS is done today. He
No,
is
because
done.
I already have other videos lined up. Like I gotta show this next, and then this is the bracket for today.
That's just his way of saying he want to be lazy.
No,
Soursop is a spiky mango shaped fruit
Mhm.
that is, well, it's delicious, but like some people find it has like a weird mixture of sweet and tart flavor
Mhm.
that puts some people off, but like
Yep.
it's delicious.
I have
And
all of those fruits in my yard.
everyone who doesn't like it is objectively wrong.
For Spike, I'm gonna boycott salsa.
Okay.
No salsa.
So we can get some next week when we go to the.
Oh yeah. We on it.
Okay.
But that even that sounds have look different.
Not just soursop. We gonna have kinep,
Okay.
That was a good one too.
Knips is what I talk
pomseret,
about.
duendo.
Sea grapes.
Oh, yep, sea grapes. You got sea grapes.
Sea grapes.
Mm-hmm.
Although I will say that there are people that don't like sea grapes because of the very, very tart flavor
Mm-hmm.
that comes with it.
Yeah.
But like it's like a tree that grows
The beach.
the water
Mm-hmm.
near the beach, and it has like these little berries, and like you pop them in your mouth, and you know what's funny? Um, we eat this fruit called pomseret. And I don't know what the actual name that you would find here in America is for
I was
that
going to
fruit.
sit out because when you mentioned knips just now, some countries call knips ackee.
And some call them guinep,
Oh.
and some call them like they have a
Good
hundred
enough, right?
names for them.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But the we eat those fruit back home, but like they they look like the same fruit that grows on the manganiel tree. And
You see how
you hear
confused it is?
everyone who say everyone who from the Caribbean who just hear me say manganiel went
Thinking that
um
too.
like manganiel is considered one of the most toxic trees in the world.
Mm-hmm. So I'm thinking
Like
that a lot.
if you go and sit under a manganiel tree and it rains, it'll erode your skin.
What?
Yeah. Look at Cassie's face.
Mm-hmm.
I know. I'm like, how do? Okay.
Yeah. If you okay, I'll tell you what. Um, let me do a quick search for the most toxic tree on Earth. Manganiel is
I,
recognized as the most toxic tree in the world.
Share the screen, because nobody
Now,
knows.
Kal-El, share the screen.
No!
Nobody.
No! See,
Oh
Jay just sent me a link to something in the chat. No!
no,
If y'all want to show these pictures, y'all
no,
shut
no,
up
no!
on your
But
own.
The
I
funny
am
thing
not.
is, if I
no,
share it,
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna come up and say you don't have access to share, and then I'm
No!
gonna say, look, he's now correcting it. Look at him, look at
Share
him. You see him?
share
oh,
Everybody
so
can share.
So he
let
locks us out from
me
sharing things, and
let me
then
tell the
goes,
audience.
"No,
Let me tell
you
the audience.
share." Okay,
This is an
so
so this
experience.
tree has fruit on it too.
Yes.
if you do a search, you will see the fruit,
Uh-huh.
and it is it's
Put the spelling in
called
the chat. I'll put up
it's
a picture.
called huh?
Put the
Just
spelling in the chat.
literally
Because you're
Google most
It's
toxic tree on
It's called
earth.
Manchineal.
It's
yeah,
Manchineel.
and they have them in Florida, which is crazy.
Yeah. They grow near beaches
Death
as well.
apple.
Death
But
apple. Yeah, that's
it like Manchineal means like it comes from kind of a bastardization of a Mexican word that means little apple of death.
Mhm.
oh my God, death apple. Yeah.
Yeah. So like they are all over the Caribbean, and enough people will come to the Caribbean and they will be like, these fruit you gave me are good. And then they'll go out and they'll see the tree and they'll see the fruit and they'll be like, oh, that's the same thing I ate. And they go and
Mhm.
eat it. And then when they eat it,
They
and it
die.
erodes away their esophagus,
Mm-hmm.
they get rushed to the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
So
Did you
what do
find
they
it, Jay?
do? What do they
yeah.
do to the fruit, taking it off the tree to make it to where you guys could eat it?
You know, we don't eat those. Those things are
Okay,
They
deadly.
look
okay, you
similar.
don't
That's
eat
what he was
them.
They
saying. They
are
look similar.
it
They're
literally has so
similar.
many toxins that like
That's what I
it
was
will
reading.
if it doesn't kill you immediately, you will likely eventually die. There's so many toxins in that thing.
That's wild.
Like people that sit under the tree and it rains, they get burnt
Mhm.
just from the sap that the rain picks up on the way down.
Shout out RIP to the person that had to be the guinea pig for us to find out that the death apple is
Mhm.
not a good apple. So
It's
thank you
not
for
a
your
It's
sacrifice.
That's
the funny thing is
that's where Snow White came from.
yeah, she wasn't going to recover from a kiss.
Yeah,
That's for
she
damn
gave her a
sure.
Maginil apple instead of a red
Yeah.
apple. That's what Maleficent, I think, is the evil, the
Maleficent,
wicked. Yeah,
yes.
that's what she gave.
Oh
A
no,
Maginil
no,
apple.
no.
See,
Maleficent wasn't
see,
that.
that's
That
why
was
I couldn't
Sleeping
share. I
Beauty.
had to send a request.
It
All
was
this
the
sharing
evil
stuff.
queen. The
The
evil
evil.
queen did the
I don't know
apple.
all of the names of the bad guys, except
Yeah,
for Jafar.
but just in case we have some Disney adults,
Hmm.
they're vicious. It was the
Hmm.
evil queen with the
The evil
apple, not
queen. The evil queen
not
didn't have a
Maleficent.
name.
No, it was in
Or
Snow White. It was just the evil queen.
evil queen.
Oh, something else. For those people
Oh,
who first saw the tree, right?
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Um, if
this
you
is the tree.
burn the wood, you can get blinded by it.
I'm done. Why do we have this tree? What is?
Hey, listen. Every single tree has a purpose. Do not go around the place
And
burning down the trees.
Hmm.
It's
that's
like
what I want to know.
where Cassie, we got another Caribbean trivia for you real quick. Well, I might
Okay,
call it this, it might be called something different. Do you know what single Bible is?
single Bible.
Yeah.
No, have no clue.
So it's aloe vera, it's the aloe vera plant.
Aloes.
Single Bible.
Yeah. So
Aloes.
the reason we call it that, it's because it has so many different healing properties that
Hmm.
we go there to use it for almost anything. Skin
Hmm.
condition,
Okay.
skin
Eczema.
condition, eczema,
Stomach problems.
stomach problems.
Yeah,
All of
Um,
that.
we actually drink things
Oh
Aloes.
yeah.
that yeah.
yeah, and headaches and stuff like that.
Hmm.
And the reason we call it single Bible is because Caribbean is steeped in religion, so it's like it's the Bible has the
It's
answer, and it's the single
Bible.
answer. That's like the first aid kit melody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
And
know
when and,
that.
and, and when you go to the little Korean or corner stores that's here in America, well, I know they're in New York. They could be somewhere. They could be around.
I
You always
remember
see they got
Asian
the whole.
market.
I remember every time like we have a neighbor. This woman lived to a ripe old age of 100 and probably 6 or so. And I remember that any time somebody had a cough, out the house, down in the bush, come back with bush tea.
Hmm.
And like there's no and listen, she out there saying some of this, some of this. She in the bush like it's a shopping cat.
Mhm.
But yeah, you
And then
always
she come back and she make a tea and she give it to you. And you can't argue with her. You drink a tea.
well
And then you
well well
drink the
also
tea. And then you talking to her. And next thing you know, you
You
realize
do.
your cough gone. Just
Hmm.
gone. And it's just make you wonder, right? How much of these things out there where you could just go out into the bush and pick something and solve your problem, and we here paying
Thousands.
billions of dollars a year in
well
this
if you look
country
if you look at the
for
back
medication. And this
but
again, the woman, listen, back home, the old people don't go to the doctor to go get medication, you know. They're like, hey doctor, what's wrong with me? Oh, that off in the bush. They
I
will go
mean
to the doctor, but after they're done, off in the bush. and they're going to go pick the right thing to go solve their problem. And these people, listen, 106, 98, 99 years old, living long donkey years, and they're just doing fine. And it makes you wonder. We were talking about the unhealthy food. Like, well, if you saturate yourself with sugar.
Hmm.
Yeah.
You wanted to say
But
something, Jay, before we switch to the next topic, real quick?
Oracle. Well,
Mhm.
this is gonna finish the topic, and then you're gonna go to the next topic. So you're talking about the bush tea, but you're forgetting to talk about the washout, man. The one that you would get the weekend before you had to go back to school.
That's
They took out
aloes.
all the aloes. They took some people gave castor oil, depending on what
Yeah.
generation.
Dude, let
Oh,
me tell you
They gave you a
something.
spoon of
The
castor
funny
oil.
thing about
Mhm.
castor oil, so the castor plant is one of the most deadly plants to humans.
Mhm.
And
yeah.
they're like, hey, you know what we need to do? We need to take an extract of that
Mhm.
and just give it to kids so that it
Well,
cleans them out.
they knew how to give it. They go, okay, we're giving a teaspoon. It's not see no, there ain't no medicate. There ain't no measuring cup. They
Mm.
measured the cup, and then you know where you was running.
Right.
That's basically what it is.
Straight bathroom.
They let the body do the natural stuff. You know what I'm saying? So out there,
So we all had to take castor oil, right? Are we
Yeah.
all castor
But
oil kids?
Sadly, yes.
yeah.
but the question is, why did we punish ourselves like that?
I don't
Because we
think we
didn't go,
punished ourselves. I
we
think our
didn't go.
parents did this.
No, because they used to take it too.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That is
It's a rite of passage.
self-inflicted
It's
It's a
punishment.
right to
initiation.
pass.
That is what do you call it? What do you call it when you beat
Mutilation,
yourself? No.
self-mutilation.
Self-mutilation.
I
So
Not,
mean,
not,
okay, close enough.
what did y'all take with it to make it better if you had
Oh,
the
Nothing.
option?
you had the option to take it or something with it.
They
Nothing.
got
See, again, you
they didn't
A
bougie
put it down.
spoonful of
Americans with your
it.
fancy, like what do you call it? What the thing you take after you drink some strong
Yeah, like
alcohol? A chaser,
A
a
chaser.
a
chaser.
chaser.
Yeah, she got castor oil chaser. We
No,
it's
you know
castor
what, Cat?
oil
What we
bathroom.
Cassie?
My mom would give us an orange. We would get an orange wedge, and then we could
Mhm.
suck
See,
on it after.
Mhm.
But
chasers.
yeah,
No,
but we had to do castor oil and cod liver oil
all
Oh,
the cotton
every
boy,
Wednesday. Every Wednesday,
every Wednesday.
we
Dude,
had to take
Oh,
a
I
tablespoon.
would fare Wednesdays.
can't see it, but I got you.
I know you're a cheater now. They have them in pill. I mean, the pill forms now, which is
strategy.
Yeah,
crazy.
You don't have to
you
drink
think your
nothing.
strategy, but let me tell you something, right? After they take that pill
Uh,
and they burp, smell the air.
Oh yeah,
They burp and the whole house smells like.
it's crazy.
But these things used to get. I remember never had a stomach ache, but I
Of
never
course
did it.
not.
Never did it
You
every morning.
because the castor oil couldn't get past all the gummies.
Yeah.
No. When I used to take that regularly,
Uh,
because remember that took away all the acid, everything.
mhm.
Mhm.
Just the taste alone already know where you're going. You're like, oh my god, this need to get out of my body, out of my
Yeah, I
system.
remember when they added orange
they had
flavoring
gummy
to cod liver
chasers.
oil. I was
Yeah.
like, oh my God, at least this is a little bit better, but I
A
hated that with
little
a
bit
passion.
better. Yeah.
Because anything with seafood and fish and like, I hated it. Like, it was like nobody business. And I used to go fishing all the time. I was always at the beach, always there. I'd fish, throw the fish back. And like, you okay, buddy? Throw him back. Leave.
You have an allergy?
Nope.
Is it
No, he
I
you
just
don't
just
have an
always
allergy?
hated it.
no. He was never inducted into the realm of the fish
You're
eaters.
missing out.
Nope. And we had, but believe it, I tell you, I had fresh fish all the time growing up. Fish market, or there was actual fishermen that would bring fish deliberately for my family and stuff like that from off the boats stuff. But
Mm.
nope, I'm good. Anyway, we go into another topic. This is to remind people that you can learn stuff from watching our podcast. Okay, here is a little bit of knowledge.
I haven't learned anything from watching our
You're going to learn
podcast.
something now. The difference between jelly and jam.
uh, Can I guess what it is?
Okay,
No.
what's your guess?
My guess is, and this is just based I have tanners that are friends of mine.
Yes, but just say what the
One
answer is then.
is one is actual pureed fruit
Uh-huh.
that was mixed with pectin, and the other one is just the juice so that you don't get the chunks in it.
That is incorrect. I'm kidding. That's
okay.
correct, but I'm just saying
Oh.
it deliberately just to fight.
Okay. Okay. I was
Between
just
jelly and jam. I mean, they're both sugary fruit spreads that taste delicious. So what's the difference? Well, it has to do with their ingredients. Jam is made from crushed or chopped fruit cooked with sugar. It has pieces of fruit in it, like seeds or pulp. But how is that different from jelly? Jelly is made from fruit juice. It has a gel-like texture, which is why it's called jelly, and you won't find pieces of fruit in it. But how is that different from marmalade? Marmalade is like Frankenstein's monster. It's made with fruit juice, and bits of the peel, which gives it a slightly bitter taste. The biggest difference is it's normally made with citrus fruits, like oranges or lemons. But what about preserves? Preserves are the chunkiest. They're made with big pieces of fruit and lots of sugar. But don't confuse them with conserves, which are like jams made with multiple fruits and sometimes nuts. But what about fruit butter? Fruit butter is fruit cooked for a very long time until it becomes smooth and buttery, like apple butter, which was actually the very first product sold by the J.M. Smucker Company. And you can follow me for more interesting videos. How do you tell the difference between
And that was
jelly?
Secret Shaver with all of that information.
You didn't, but you something else that's more interesting about that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, botulism is the most deadly thing to like human beings.
When they stick it in your face.
Period.
Botulism.
It's
I know what it is, but for the audience that don't know what that is,
so you don't smile.
So for those of you who don't know, there is if you use Botox, what they do is they take the same poison from those bacteria and they refine it and then they inject it into your skin and it causes the muscles in the skin to
look like
cramp.
me.
And that's how you get to look as sexy as Kal-El. Yes. That
Kal-El don't have no Botox.
That is the only way you can look as sexy as Kal-El.
Yeah.
Kal-El smile for the people.
Look at that. Look at that mug.
But what happens is that thing exists in the soil. It exists like it's all around you, but it's never concentrated enough to poison you until you leave like food sitting out and the bacteria starts to grow and spread and create the toxin, and then you eat the food and you get poisoned, and so what happens is oftentimes when they're making that's one of the reasons why I tell you take food out of the can and store it in the fridge whenever because they're worried that it'll grow the bacteria and it will result in you getting poisoned. But when you're canning food, you have to actually when you're canning it, you have to actually cook it till it gets to a certain temperature and leave it at that temperature for a certain amount of time to kill all the bacteria before you can it. And then you can it, you seal it, make sure no air can get in so that the bacteria doesn't start growing again. But what's funny is that for different people, depending on the altitude they're at, it determines what temperature you have to actually cook it at. Because when they seal it in the pressure cooker and start to cook it, the altitude you're at determines the pressure that's around it, and it actually you can actually accidentally poison yourself if you don't cook it at the right temperature based on your altitude. So like if you learn to do it at sea level, that's different than how you learn to do it if you live up in the mountains. So you have to be careful with that because you could accidentally poison yourself. Something
So
I
did
learned
everyone learn the
recently
difference
from
between
tanners.
jam and jelly?
Yeah, but you also learn the difference between preserves and
And conserves.
and
And
conserves
fruit butter.
and fruit
Butter.
butters. Like
Marmalade.
And bubbly.
you didn't ask me all of that. You just
I
asked me
know,
about
that's why I
jam and jelly.
deliberately only wanted to go jam and jelly, and then you'll learn extra stuff as we go along. Now, for this week's episode, we also have one more Battle of the Foods. So today's episode, it's going to be a much shorter one, and it's going to be bougie snacks versus struggle snacks. It's a very small bracket today because this is something that some people in
The
this chat
most
picked.
important bougie snack was not included, and I am disappointed. So I protest. I am
And
going to pick it
does-
right outside your room door.
it doesn't matter.
It matters to me.
All right. The first bracket is up.
Wait, hold on. You can't put my bougie snack
Yeah,
against my bougie
that's
snack.
how we're doing
It's
it. We're
bougie
doing it.
versus bougie until you get the champion bougie, and then struggle versus struggle until we get the champion struggle. And then it's going to be champion struggle versus champion bougie. But again, it's not a big bracket today. It's small. So 4 sections, 4 choices for each. It's a small bracket just to throw it in just for entertainment.
I'm still protesting. You didn't even put in the
It
sticker.
doesn't matter.
SS and O.
But
are
all the best
bougie
ones are
things.
not.
I'm not
in.
bougie.
All the best. He's literally the bougiest of us
Yeah,
all.
SS. We discovered is bougie.
And so like I'm going to protest because it's an unfair battle because he picked the least delicious of the bougie snacks and put it in the brackets.
He's not represented.
That's not fair.
I
Of
didn't
course
pick
struggle
these
snacks
things.
wasn't-
Y'all picked these things. I just put the pictures in the brackets.
There were way more and way more delicious bougie
You
snacks.
said 5.
No, wait.
Yes.
One,
Yeah.
one,
said 5.
two,
This is what I'm
three,
saying.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
You said
Oh.
I did not get 8, sir.
Anyway,
Dude,
somebody calls
there's the
it-
Dutch
let's go,
baby, there's the
let's go, let's run the
speculoos
bracket that we
cookies,
got.
there's 2 chocolates, Ferrero Rocher and Mika. There's the Johnny Cakes, there's the Pyroline, there's
Johnny
the
Cake
Poppy,
is not a
there's
bougie
the-
snack. But
It is-
anyway.
It's
But
not-
what? You asked me what I
the
snacked
reason,
on.
let's clarify why the Johnny Cakes was not included, because we said things you have to buy, not things you make.
Even though you could
well
buy
then,
Johnny Cakes
why
from
didn't
restaurants,
you
stuff like
put
that, but it's
in
not
the
like a
speculoos cookie or the Dutch baby?
Because-
Which are also
because
not included.
I was making this bracket during the podcast while y'all had me pulling up other videos. That's why these things were supposed to be given to me last week.
Yeah,
Which
Jay,
last week's
why were
video
you
still
late,
isn't even
Jay?
up. All right.
Okay. I'm
okay.
gonna go. Here's the thing. I like Mika, but I'm gonna go with Pyroline because I feel like most of the people in here haven't had Milka chocolate, and
It's
but
just
you
milk
guys
chocolate,
have all
but-
have Pyroline, and so
I
I
have
think
to.
there is more chance of that one winning. So I'm gonna
Well,
go
don't pick it
with
because of that, though.
Pyroline.
No, I prefer Paralines over Milka. I would eat Paralines. Like, I would go to someone purchase Paralines, I should say. But I don't really buy candy like that. But
I
would go
haven't
with
had
Pyroline.
them, but
What?
I use them on my charcuterie boards, and they're a hit. Paralines.
So wait,
You haven't tried them?
Have not tried one, even though you put them on your charcuterie board.
I'm
Because
weirded
that's
out
the
by
style.
them. I don't
Explain
like,
to me why you're weirded out by
just,
It's the
literally
spiral.
wrapped chocolate.
Yeah.
No, it's the spirals that weird her out.
yeah, I think it is. I
Yeah.
just don't.
What?
I don't like it.
I don't know. What?
It
do
just
you
makes
have
because
it,
of how
it
it looks?
doesn't.
Spiral?
Yeah, the look of it. I don't feel like I should be.
Yeah. The look of it. I know people that suffer
Yeah.
from that, from paralysis.
So wait, we're gonna compare the deliciousness of snacks, and you're afraid of it because it looks funny.
It just looks weird to me. I don't like.
I
the way
think
it
that's why I
looks.
don't like seafood. I don't like how it looks.
Yeah.
Okay,
But
so we have
they're
two
always a
broken
big hit.
people in the chat. Cool.
Okay.
Let's move on. Pyroline.
I
Jay,
was
which
a
one do
big
you want?
Paraline.
Paralysis, because that's the only one I. That's the
Do
one
it.
I know.
Do it.
But I love how you use it for decorations, though. That's interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ferrero Rocher by
that's
2
where you use
miles.
the Rocher, yeah.
Ferrero Rocher by
That's
2
it.
miles.
In New York, that's in your local CVS, Rite Aid. You know, whip that out on Valentine's Day. The wife loves you. The girl loves you.
There's different types of Ferrero Rochers.
Yeah,
I
click it,
have
click it,
all of
click
them
it,
at
click
work.
it. No,
I eat them
click it.
all the time.
Click. There's no
I've
debate.
never had one.
You've never had a Ferrero Rocher?
What?
Okay. Oracle, have them shipped to her, please. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, just bring your address up on the screen.
Oh yeah. Oh, that.
Mhm.
I think the Ferrero Rocher, it has like chocolate nuts and what
Yeah.
else in it?
Mhm.
Yeah. Jay, which
I
one?
would pick the Ferrero before I go
Mhm.
with the straw thing.
Yeah, Ferrero
Because
Rocher
it
is
looks
fancy.
because it looks like a paper straw. Got it.
Mhm.
That maybe that's it. Maybe that is it.
You're
Because I hate a paper
protesting
straw.
paper straws.
All right. Struggle snacks.
Church
I have no
struggles.
idea what any of these
What
things
the hell
are.
is that? Oh,
Exactly.
strawberry when that nuclear option strawberry with the wrap.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the church candy.
The church candy. That's what it was.
I had that last week. I had
Did
all
you
of
go to
those
Which is
last
church?
week.
crazy.
Hey, you better hope some of that inner plastic or inner paper don't get stuck on it because you got to peel it off.
Hey, Kyle, your mom will be proud you went to church.
Yeah.
I had the church candy.
Take me to church. I worship like a dog in.
Have
Sorry.
you had any
Okay,
of these?
when you sent me this, I was like, I don't know what the hell this is.
Big John's. What the hell is that? Is that pickle?
Pickle
Pickle
sausages.
sausage.
I was like,
Have
I
you-
don't know what this is.
What is
That
a
look like
pickled
that look like familiar after you take the castor oil. That's what that looked like. I bet you.
You never had. It's just pickled sausage, just so it's like a hot dog, but it's been pickled, sort of like pickled eggs or pickled pig feet. But they were a big. We don't have corner stores where I grew up. We had candy ladies or candy men, so people would purchase candies and sell it out their house. But this was a big hit when I was young. Sausage, they would get pickled sausages, and sometimes they would be hot. I wouldn't eat them, but it was
Like
a big
spicy?
popular snack. Huh?
So
They
Like
they have
spicy?
some.
Mhm.
They have flavored ones.
the closest one I can tell you about that one, real quick, is the Vienna sausages that I had in the Caribbean. Cause they had the different
Okay.
flavors.
Vienna
was
sausage, yeah. Mhm.
Yeah. You could pick who's the winner here, Cassie, real quick, because
Yeah.
And now the Tootsie, the fruitsy things,
Mhm.
they are always coming in a clutch because they were like 1 cent
Mhm.
each. So I mean, and then they had a array of flavors. So no matter how down you were, you could always at least get like 5
Some candy.
Tootsie. Yeah. So I gotta go with them. They always came through in the clutch.
okay.
Mhm.
Big John's pickle sauce.
I can't believe that's not a neat thing.
Nuclear option again.
Yeah. It's just nostalgic.
Yeah.
It's just nostalgic.
But here's where the problem. Yeah, I was like, from the beginning, I was like, I don't even think if you put Ferrero Rocher up against
But
like,
where you're from, yeah, nuclear option again. They can't win because you got that
I
when
don't
you were
even.
struggling. You could graduate to the Rochers,
Mhm.
but when you were growing up, you got this. And you know
Oracle,
what?
you're muted.
He. I think he had to dip.
Ferrero Rocher, we're done. All right. Good night, everyone.
Nuclear option strawberry. I don't even know what the official name of that candy is called.
Exactly. That's to show you how much you don't like it. Ferrero
Church
Rocher.
candy.
Now you know what's so funny? You know what stuff didn't make it. Other than this picture behind me, that should have made it because it's a good struggle snack.
Wait, listen. Let's put it up against
Butterscotch didn't
Ferrero
make it
Rocher
either.
next week, and let's see who wins. The struggle candy.
Struggle candy, butterscotch is coming.
Butterscotch is a good one. I was gonna do that.
Okay, so I'm
What is
glad
it?
we're all in agreement that Ferrero
what are they
Rocher
called
won.
again? The
I
butterscotch
don't
candies
think
that
we
old people
agreed
always
Ferrero
have.
Rocher won.
Yep, we
That's
agreed.
it, butterscotch.
We agreed.
I don't think so.
Is it Werther's?
Werther's Original. I was like, it has an O in the name. Werther's Original. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's Werther's Original.
That's a good church candy too.
Mm-hmm. That's what old people always have in their purse. And the strawberries.
Okay.
Grandmothers had that. You get to go.
All right.
So you
we
see-
agree
So
that Ferrero
bougie
Rocher won.
wins.
And
So that's why I was saying this is where the battle
All right.
is. Because right now we have 2 for the strawberries and 2 for the Ferrero Rochers.
No,
First of
we
all-
don't.
first
Don't
of all,
lie.
when you
Don't
broke-
lie. No,
Wait,
no.
wait.
Cassie knows what's what.
We're not getting the
all
pin
right.
enough.
But
She's never had it, Oracle. So that's what I'm saying. You got to send
yeah,
some
but
over
she
to
can
her.
look and see. She has eyes.
She
All right.
can
So look.
She
But anyway,
has
Paying for the
eyes.
raffle, folks.
I need to head out.
Mhm.
Have a good day, fellow Ferrero Rocher winners.
I will be sending you all the struggle snacks, especially the pickle sausage. Oh,
No,
so
yeah,
I don't want that.
Don't waste your money. Don't waste your
go
money.
ahead and do that.
Don't do that. Don't do that. It won't end
Yeah.
well.
You need that experience, especially with you about to go to the on your
Okay.
trip. You need that pickle sausage.
No,
before you
nope,
fly
nope,
out.
not
Because then
happening.
he might have the castor oil experience. And you
I
don't
know.
want-
That's why I said I'm sending you a bottle of cod liver oil, castor oil, and pickle sausage.
Peace out.
Later, Oracle.
Coming from space.
Coming from space.
My thing on this is like, when you say you're struggling, that
Mhm.
$5 only come out, $6 is only come out during Valentine's Day.
Mhm.
Me and my wife, we got a ritual when it comes to Rocher. Make sure I save some for her because that thing, when you start eating that,
Mhm.
it's such a light candy, you just start popping it.
Yep.
And
You stop
Really?
on that. Yeah, we have them at my job. I work with the vice presidents of parts of my company, and we deliberately keep that there for them because it's the only candy that they really like. But when like regular staff see it, they finish stacks of this in a day. And we have all the different types of Ferrero Rochers, and they just run through it. And it's like we have to hide it because they finishes it so quickly. Ferrero Rocher ain't no joke.
I'm gonna go get one today. I'm gonna go try one.
Mhm.
The fact, what, Cassie, I do gotta ask you this question.
Yes.
It might make the podcast, might not. I noticed there's a lot of stuff that you just haven't tried, but you've been around them. Not even
Yeah.
like so, like
Mhm.
because with the loved ones and the significant others, they never whipped this out.
No, not this one. No,
Or
not this
is there a
one.
special chocolate based on your region that you see more?
I'm not really I'm more candy like than chocolate. So
Okay.
here's the thing too. Chocolate and candy are not really things that people give to me a lot because I'm a diabetic. So they're not things that people purchase for me a lot. If anything, they want to go the sugar-free route, which please don't. Nothing makes me want to punch you in the face more than give me sugar-free candy. Because it's a scam. I'm saying it here. You heard it here first. Sugar-free candy is a scam. No matter what you eat, it breaks down into sugar either way. So you don't need sugar-free stuff. You just need to moderate your intake of sugar. So you heard it here first, people. As a true diabetic, sugar-free is a scam. But yeah, some people, I just don't really fight that battle with people like, give me this chocolate. But I've never really been interested in the Ferrero Rocher or whatever, just because it doesn't look that appetizing to me, really.
Oh no. It's kind of like the advanced version of a Hershey's Kiss.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? What it is that it's hollowed out, so like you could taste the chocolate. There's a little bit of like chocolate, liquid chocolate in there, and when you taste, that's where it is. They got the chocolate one. They got many different flavors, as I said. But this
so
one
it's
was
similar to the Lindor.
Yeah, it's like Lindor.
Okay.
I would say a step below Lindor because Lindor when you go to the
I
Lindor
love them.
shop, when you go to the Lindor
I
shop,
love them.
it's beautiful. The Lindor shop, we ain't
I
talking
like
about
them.
the Mets player. We talking about the Lindor.
And another reason why Ferrero Rocher is like this is because the wrapping is gold, so it looks bougie and fancy. That's
Yeah.
another thing. So when you put it, that's why I would say my vice president loves this because it looks really fancy in the office. We have a big bowl of Ferrero Rochers.
The only thing I don't like about the Rocher is the foil. Like the foils is very tricky. A matter of fact, that's what the two of these things have in common.
The wrapping?
The wrapping.
The wrapping could be a little tricky on them strawberry ones.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And they could be a little tricky on the Rocher. I could tell you I think I ate a couple foil pieces of the Rocher. Try to get the Rocher, get that foil off. Sometimes you get it off by accident. You have it by accident. Just like on the Hershey's Kisses. If you don't know how to use that little strip to peel it, that thing would, a little kid, you gotta watch it. The little kid just be like, that's 90% chocolate, 10%.
The paper on Hershey's Kisses, I believe, is edible paper though.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wouldn't trust that.
I'm not telling people to go out and eat it. I'm just saying that it's edible paper just in case kids eat it. That's why I'm letting you know that. Yeah. So are we going with the strawberry candy?
Yep.
Yeah.
Behind
since Oracle left.
Since O left, he forfeited his vote.
He forfeited and he lost.
This
struggle
message,
snacks always.
This message is specifically for Oracle. You see how the rich just dipped? That's why we always in the struggle, son. They about to give us the chocolate, the Rocher, and then they dipped. And then go back to our strawberry. That's a message for all you people that used to eat the Popeye chicken sandwich. McDonald's best commercial was, when y'all broke, you're gonna come right back to me. Right. That was a beautiful thing. But anyway, since we're finishing this up, subscribe. Also, people, don't be like that idiot in the first segment. Don't be burning down your place. Just leave. Don't hurt yourself.
Use your words.
There's an example that I could have used in the first segment, but I'm going to say it now. I'm a gamer. I know a lot of people, when they're gaming, they get frustrated. Think of it in the way of a gamer. If you have one controller, you understand, and you're frustrated at the game, and you are so mad that you want to smash it, if you smash it, then what do you have left? Nothing. So be angry, learn to control yourself, calm yourself, think before you act. You smash your controller, you smash your TV, you smash your console, then you have nothing left. You're damaging your own self. Yeah. I was going to say that in the first part, but I was like, yeah. So just relax. I know the guy was saying that they're not listening to him. Bring it up to HR. Bring it up. Show an example of how your struggle is. Like, bring examples. Show that this is not getting me anywhere. That's what happened with the job that I was mentioning earlier. The manager was like, I didn't speak up enough to say that they weren't paying me enough. I was like, I've mentioned it for a year in meetings that you people are not paying not only me, my entire team. The day I left, my team consisted of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people. The day when I left that day, 3 other people left immediately. So it was 4 of us that left. 3 other people left immediately. As soon as I left, they all left. And then within 2 weeks, there was only 1 person left on my team because I just said, you know what, I'm good, and I left.
And like Jay said, sometimes they're gonna play in your face when you do talk to them, but practice the art of discernment. You have to know when it's better to walk away or to keep going with your fight. You have to know whether
sometimes you just need another position, because sometimes the position you had, they don't value it as a big position. So hey, let's not stress out, because look, they could give us more money and then something else happens.
Right. What did I say? One man's trash is another man's treasure.
Exactly.
The last thing I'll say on this is our mayor in New York wanted a $30 minimum wage, right? Because he's like, that's how much it would take to actually truly live and succeed in New York. My logic, he's absolutely right. But my logic is, if they gave everybody $30 minimum wage, that means something like KFC or a restaurant would be like $150 for a 4-piece, right? Because they're like, you equivalently made $5, and I equivalently need to make $5 back.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I think if they could lower the cost of living overall around the world, especially the United States, and then keep the pay at a decent thing, it would be good. But we're always going to have something to complain about. The old generation complain that the new generation made too much money, and I'll complain that the new money that we making
It's not the same as old money.
It's nominal versus real, right? It's not the same. My gummy bears used to be 50 cents. Yo, speaking of that, the honey buns, you know how much money they are now? They started at 35 cents when I remember them.
They're like $1.25.
Oh my God. Can you imagine for the little cake? The little cake that used to fill me up. Now I look at it, I say, oh, that's $1. And the kids now, they got digital money. So they just tick, 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 tick. You just see like $20 missing. You said, what you spend $20 worth of snacks? And that's struggle snacks, Cassie. Struggle snacks. So like, subscribe, we out.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.